Hello and welcome to another episode of Video Game Reviews. Today I'll be talking about Cannon Dancer Osman on the Nintendo Switch. This is actually two versions of the same game in one package. Cannon Dancer is the title of the Japanese release, I guess, and Osman is the name of the international release, but it's the same game, and honestly, why they chose to include both of them, I'm not really sure, because I played through both of them, and they're either identical or close enough, to be honest. Anyways, so that's what this is. This was originally a Japanese arcade game and a spiritual successor to the original Strider. I've heard that members of the original Strider team worked on this and also worked on Run Saber for the Super Nintendo. Run Saber, by the way, is in my estimation a severely underrated Super Nintendo game and probably my favorite Strider clone. So go check that out if you can get it for a reasonable price. Run Saber. But enough about that. Let's get back to Cannon Dancer Osman. The graphics, as well as some of the creature designs, are very, very creative. They feel original, except that they are reminiscent of Strider, of course. Though personally, I do think that Strider has the edge in these areas as far as like presentation and creature design and all that. Both of the games are strong, I would say, in those areas, but Strider a little bit better. To get right to the point, though, if you like the original Strider, you'll probably like this game too, even though I personally didn't like this, maybe not quite as much. Still, the gameplay will feel very familiar with jumping, flipping, and clinging to magnetic surfaces, etc. It feels very much like Strider, but you don't really have the cool Strider sword. Your main offense is kicking, basically. But it's still cool. It's awesome. Now, this game is short. I finished the game in basically every way or every mode that it can be beaten in a single sitting. Cannon Dancer Osman is a good game that is worth your time if you're a fan of this sort of thing. Unfortunately, it is priced at $30 on the eShop. At $10, it would have been a strong recommendation. At $15, I'd still probably say you should go for it. But at $30 for this experience in today's crowded marketplace it's just not realistically a good value, unfortunately. I'm genuinely sorry to say that, but they're just asking too much for this experience, even though it's a good experience. However, on the flip side, because of its brevity and the fact that it is a good time, I could see myself picking this back up from time to time, which again, in today's crowded video game marketplace, is really saying something positive about this game. But anyways, that's about it. I'm going to keep it short today, so that does it for this one. Please click like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time, whenever that may be. Bye-bye.